Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're new here then welcome. My name is Eve and I actually have a makeup video for you today. So I have just received my order of some of the Love Island collection from Revolution. I think this is such a cute wee collection. They had so much stuff ranging from like perfumes to palettes to all different things. This was £44 and you got the palette. You also get this wee makeup bag, and I liked that it was customisable, so you could pick what shade of lashes you wanted, you could pick your lip kit, you could pick your bronzer shade, and you could pick your highlighter shade, but also included is a clear brow gel and a lip oil. And I just thought that was really good that it was customisable, so it wasn't kind of like one shade fits all. So let's just try the products out. The first one is the Love Island Revolution lip oil, and this is massive. Like, this is quite big. I think there was only one shade of this, so I'm just going to pop some of this on before I start my eyeshadow. I always do my eyeshadow first. And look at the size of the tofu on that. That is absolutely massive. It's got a nice smell. Very kind of summery, kind of tropical kind of cocktail. It's thick for lip oil. I would say that probably feels more like a lip gloss and it looks more like a lip gloss, so I suppose that's quite good. So let's go on to the eyeshadow. Sorry, so yeah, this is, I've got a text. They had two smaller palettes. Now don't quote me on this because I'm not exactly sure, but I think the smaller ones were just kind of broken down versions of this one. I think one was neutral and one had colours. So this is what the palette looks like. Basically it's just a neutral palette with some pops of colour, but I'm really intrigued by this kind of colour here because I love pairing neutrals with like colours like that, like kind of blues and stuff. Yeah, I do wish there was like more kind of maybe sunsetty colours, but let's face it, like the girls in Love Island usually do quite neutral looks, don't they? They don't usually do anything too kind of dramatic, so let's just see what I can come up with using the palette. My eyes with MAC paint pot. Also, I am filming on my phone because I forgot to charge my camera, so if the quality is kind of different to my usual, then that's why. But there's some nice tones in here. It is kind of neutral, but I feel like Love Island girls love their neutrals. So I'm going to take, first of all, this darkest shade down at the bottom called Message, and I'm just going to place that on this outer corner. It's very pigmented and it's a nice tone. It's kind of got a kind of reddish brown tone. And then I'm going to take this shade down here called Buzzin'. I do wish there was a lighter transition shade because this one is very light, but we'll go in with Buzzin' and see what this looks like. I do wish that brown wasn't quite as red. It's looking so pink. I'm going to go in with this lightest colour called Pied and just blend the edges of that further. Yeah, I'm going to go in with this colour Beach just to see, sorry, where is it? This one here, just to see if I can try and, I don't know, neutralise that a wee bit. Yeah, that's better. I should have went in with this one initially, because that is a really pretty shade, and back into the lightest kind of white colour. And then to deepen that outside corner, even though it's not quite the right tone, I'm going to go back in with that first Message. See, it doesn't look as, when you put it on, it doesn't look as red, it's just when it blends out, it looks really red on me. Maybe that's just my kind of skin tone. But I'm just going to go through them and kind of blend them out a bit. I will cut my crease with Peely's blank canvas and I'll come back and we'll do the shimmer. So that is a really quite bad cut of crease. So the palette is quite shimmer heavy. The colour that I want to go in with is this colour down the corner called Island, because it looks really pretty, and I think it will be a kind of nice contrast with this kind of warm tones that's on the lids. That's gorgeous. I do love kind of cool blues with kind of warmer colours. I think that's really pretty. That is a good shimmer. Like, Revolution shimmers do not usually disappoint. They're usually spot on, aren't they? There, that is absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to take the brush that had the kind of darker colour on it and just use that to kind of pat near this edge, and also that brush that just had the shimmer on it to kind of pull it over and kind of merge it in. And that is how that eye's looking. So I'm going to do the same with the other eye. I'll do my foundation, my concealer and stuff, and then we'll come back and test the bronzer and the highlight. Okay, so that is a lot of the rest of the makeup on. My blush is the Tasty Watermelon one in the shade Flush. These are really nice blushes. Wait a minute. Hopefully you can see the colour better. It's absolutely beautiful. I have powder, so you maybe can't see it quite as much. Like, in real life you can. I do wish this collection came out with blushes. Like, I don't know why they didn't, because it came out with bronzers and everything else. But anyway, this looks quite dark. There was 2 shades, which is great that there is 2 shades, because I assume the other colours are even darker. But like, on my skin tone, this is going to be quite rough. So yeah, it's quite dark. I don't know how it's going to work on my really fair skin. I think this was the lighter one. If I've made a mistake then and got the darker one, then that's not great. But I'm just going to tap off like a lot of the excess. I haven't put on any contour because I just wanted to see the bronzer. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely quite dark and orange on me, but with a light hand, that is definitely working. I mean, it's not terrible. Like, I can definitely get away with it. Like, in real life, it's not that bad. But is it one that I would pick up? And one that is a bit dark? Probably not. Probably not. But like I said, I do wish that they'd brought a blusher out. I'm going to, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take my brush that had that liquid blusher that I used and just tap over a wee bit and just see if I can bring some colour back. Yeah, that's doing enough. Just hate how my lighting kind of makes everything look a bit different. Okay, and then let's try the highlighter. So let's say the highlighter is in the shade So Lit. I feel like I haven't bought for Revolution in ages, and I've bought a few things lately. So this is what it looks like. This might be a wee bit dark for me as well, but we'll see. I can't see what I'm doing. Now, I don't mind the packaging. Like, it's nothing amazing. Like, I thought this highlighter was going to give me more than that. Highlighter is really dry. Can you hear that? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray my face with my Primark Primer Water. Sometimes if you have a dry highlighter, that helps. Yeah, that's definitely coming up more now, and it's actually a nice colour. But I shouldn't have to wet my face to get a highlighter to show up. Neutral and under eyes, because I feel like that's probably the safest bet, and I don't always play it safe, but I'm just going to take this shade here, Cheeky. That looks so pink under there. And then let's try the shade Sunset to blend that out. And put that round in a corner. a nice shade. And then take my original brush and just use that to give it another wee blend over. Right, lashes. I'm not going to put these on camera, but I will take them out of the packet and show you. So these are in the shade Buzzing. I think they had individual ones, and then I can't remember what the other ones were, but I just thought these were quite nice. They don't look that long. And I'll just stick them on and I'll come back to do the lips, and I'll put like a brown eyeliner and a waterline. Okay, so that is the lashes on. Now I'll admit they're not my favourite. If any, they were almost kind of too thin and flexible. I just find them quite tricky to apply. Like, they look good on, but I don't know, they just weren't my favourite. So let's go on to the last thing, which is a lip kit, if I can find it. And this is in the shade Islander. Now I must admit, it was quite hard to tell the different shades online. Like, Revolution can be quite bad sometimes with their colours. They are getting better, but they can still be quite bad. And this one definitely looks more pinky. I was expecting it to be a bit more nude, but I'm just wipe off some of that oil with my finger. Revolution lip pencils are hit and miss for me as well. Like, I do really like them, but sometimes they break and stuff. But let's just see. Oh, yeah, this isn't my favourite lip pencil. I find it quite hard. It's quite hard to apply, actually. This definitely isn't one of their better formula ones. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that lip pencil. Like, you can hardly even see it. It's kind of rough, it's scratchy. I'm not a lover of it. Let's try lipstick. I do wish it was more nude because I don't know if it's going to go with this look, but we'll see what it looks like on. Oh, it's more nude. And actually a really pretty colour. Right, that is it on. It's definitely not the right colour for this look, but I like the colour, and we will see how it dries down. I will sort my hair and I'll be back in a second and I'll share with you my kind of final thought. Okay, so there we have the finished look. I don't know, what do we think about the collection? Like, I think the eyeshadow palette is great. I definitely recommend picking that up. Like, it's nothing like revolutionary, like out of this world. Like, it's just like a nice eyeshadow palette. You can make it work. Like, you saw how that kind of went on quite pinkish. I've made it quite warm. I love that blue shimmer. Like, Revolution shimmer formula is really, really good. Like, I do wish it had a kind of slightly lighter shimmer, because like I said, even this one is quite dark on some of my skin tone, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good palette. That highlighter was dry. Now I'd be interested to see other people's reviews and see if their highlighters were the same, because mine's was really, really dry. The bronzer, I do actually really like the colour of it. I probably would pick that up again and use it, despite the fact that initially I thought it was too dark. I just ran some of that brow gel through my brows and it's actually quite good. I'm definitely going to try that more. The lip oil, really nice, really good size. Not sure exactly how much it is, but there's nothing wrong with that. The lip kit, I hate the lip pencil. Now, these remind me of the Relove ones, and I wasn't a big fan of them either, so maybe that's just me. But the liquid lipstick is a nice colour. It's sticky. I've not tried many Revolution's liquid lipstick, so I don't know if that's like common for them, but it's definitely not the right colour for this look. But we can move on. That's the one that I picked. I don't know, like I said, the collection, I mean, it is cute. Like, look at the makeup bag. Like, the collection is themed well. I do think that they've done a good job with the collection, but if some of the products maybe missed the mark a wee bit, I don't know, you tell me. I'd love to know what you think. So if you did like the video, please don't forget to subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, and leave me a comment saying whether you think that this collection, whether they did kind of Love Island justice. And also, if you watch Love Island, please let me know. I haven't watched it for a few years, so I want to know if it's worth me watching it again. So bye.